Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They begin with a run by Davis. And some room to work. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground. Right away, they're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you've got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. But the Vikings in 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw comes to the tight end Oliver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And taken right at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle he just saw? Pretty nice.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go now.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
There he goes, left side. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
11.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down to about the 45.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll wind up
getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Here we go. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Ready? Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He will find Davis. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
11 MT, pace.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Gets around him. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On second down, Burrow. Olave holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun. Gun. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11 mighty. Here we go.
Now Burrow. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he slings one that's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here we go.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Burrow will throw.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. St. Brown in motion right.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 12.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd down and 1.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Lions will take over.
I'm one, right?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I'm one, ready?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
11 coming.
Burrow on play action. Being chased out left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
On play action, they'll throw.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've certainly hit the point of no return in this one, because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Addison.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down carry for Davis. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Now they'll change things up.
Warriors 70.
2nd and 4. Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
11 mighty. 11 dot.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 mighty. 11 dot.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors